In 1995, a scroll with hundreds of handwritten messages was handed off to a brigadier general at Dover Air Force Base to be sent to troops overseas. Since that day, nearly 30 years ago, miles and miles and miles of scrolls have made their way from Delmarva to just about every corner of the world.
And it's all thanks to one man. Next week, George Jackson of American Corner kicks off his 30th year of gathering those handwritten messages on scrolls. And guess what? Well, we were kind of hoping that George could make it today, but we've got Santa Claus with us to talk about the scrolls in place of George. No, this really is George.
This is really George.
We can't say that because, yeah. So we're talking about 30 years of scrolls. Let's talk about Santa Claus first.
Okay.
You've done Santa Claus for quite some time now.
46 years this year.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm getting old.
No, Santa didn't get old. Santa doesn't get old. Why? What made you start doing this?
I got a suit one time, way back 46 years ago, and put the suit on, and my son, Georgie Jackson, we walked down the road to Alma Trice's house. She was in her 80s or so. And I knocked on the door, and she comes to the door, and when I said, ho, 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 her little eyes, oh my gosh, that was it.
Oh.
I've been Santa ever since.
How about that?
And you probably didn't have the white beard back then.
No, I had red. And Lisa knows I had red because she'd been in my house.
Oh, I have.
When I had the red beard.
So the scrolls, and we've had you on the show before, but for those who aren't familiar, how did it all start?
Well, it started one day. I woke up Thanksgiving morning, 1995, and General William L. Nash was walking through talking to the troops in Germany on CBS News. Mm-hmm. And he was wishing them Merry Christmas, and they were getting ready to head into Bosnia. And I called the commander, and I said, can I bring a big roll of paper over there? And I said, why? I said, well, see if people want to write a message to those troops. And the first thing I knew, I had people coming from all over Delmarva and Baltimore City, and within a week, I had 300 feet of message.
Wow.
Emerson, a guy named Emerson worked for Congressman Gilchrist back then. I called him. I said, I need to get that scroll to Bosnia. So I went to Dover Air Force Base on December 13, 1995, handed it off to Brigadier General Boatwright Boots, but first, I got to be Santa Claus for all the base housing, USO candy tossed to him, and got to see the whole base, and been there several times since as Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've done many roles since then.
Yes.
What have you heard back from troops?
I've got hundreds of letters, and they bang on my doors now, and you got one right here in Salisbury, two of them in Salisbury, a guy named Travis Ten Man Jones. He told me about reading my scrolls in 3 parts of the world, and he helped me this past Saturday at the stand down.
So you're going to be all set up next week on Veterans Day.
Yes.
How can folks come and sign some scrolls?
Well, I'll be at the same place I've been for around 27, 28 years, Applebee's in Easton on Route 50. I'll be there from like opening at 11 o'clock until dark. Because dark, I got to roll them up because moisture gets in the paper. And if it's raining, I'm going to get a tent put up. So I really trust Mike Lichtenach. He's the best meteorologist I know. And
That's wonderful. Are there any other way folks can help you with this project?
well, I've never been a 501c, so I can't ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
I got to somebody do this on my own, but somehow people show up to help me. I mean, Vietnam veterans, 648 Easton, they came up to me. I got to speak at a VFW event in Phillipsburg, and a bunch of them come to me and saw me recently and helped out. And I got Larry W. Smith. He's a Bronze Star, Purple Heart veteran. He's helped me out. He comes to help put papers together. He gave me a tent a couple years ago. I poured a tent out. I'm almost out of tents right now. I wish I had another one, but I can't afford it. Social Security relates you so much, but me and Shirley, we make out.
Well, we certainly appreciate all you do,
Yes,
and continue to do, and I don't see you quitting anytime soon.
No, I don't, and I tell you what, as long as I got to help Shirley, and she's kind of bashful, she's sitting there, but I'm going to tell you something. All these years, she stuck with me, been married 54 years, and met on the school bus we did.
Aww.
So she's my help.
Shirley's made things happen.
Shirley's made things happen, she has, yep. Even the Dover Bridge.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Kept on me about the Dover Bridge for years. In 21 years, it finally got built.
Yeah. Well, George, thank you so much for coming
Santa
in.
Claus.
I mean, excuse me, Santa
sorry.
Claus.
Oh,
I keep forgetting.
Ho, ho,
Keep
ho.
forgetting.
Can I ring the bells?
Oh, yeah,
Please,
absolutely.
You guys ring with me. Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas, everybody!